Guys, talk through videos are not as easy. Hi guys, welcome back to my page. Thank you for visiting my page once again. I think that this is the first time that I'm doing a sit-through video in a long time, and I hope that you enjoy it. Catch you later. Bye. So, disclaimer, this is going to be a long one because I'm filming for YouTube. And so, hopefully, we are able to make it in a short period of time. But the time is 4:48 now. Let's see how much time that we use for this look whilst we're yapping and chit-chatting. So guys, for today's look, there's this trend ongoing on TikTok that says do your makeup according to your name. And so I searched this. My name is Rebecca, as you already know. And this was the look that I got. To be fair, this content creator is also called Rebecca. I follow her. I love her video. Shout out to you. So yeah, this is what we got. We're going in for nude eyeshadows, nude lips, basically a subtle look. So let's see how much time that we use for this. Stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, let's do skincare. I already moisturized, I already did all that after my bath. I have these goodies from Sephora. I shopped at the Sephora store and then I got this beauty pass. I mean, I've used it was a lot of products, a lot of perfumes. Thank you, Sephora. I will use, let me use this eye patch. I've been saving it for a good day. So I think today is good enough for us to use this eye patch. This is the Pixie we already know. So that is what I'm going to use under my eye. Guys, talk through videos are not as easy. They are not as easy as they seem. So pardon me if it's not going as seamless as I'm expected. I am still crawling. I'm still a baby. So please, easy with me. So this is how it looks. Am I doing it right? Or is the other way? I think it's this way. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Hmm. Oh, we're about to do our brows. I trimmed my brows a couple of days back, but I'll just do something little. I don't think there's any new growth, but usually I trim my brows before. So I'm going to tame my brows with this brow gel. I promised you guys that I was back and I was going to give you more content, and so I think that you guys should commend me. I'm trying, Abby. It's one thing recording the videos, it's one thing sitting down to record, is another recording, and it's another editing. Trust me, your girl has been doing her homework. I've been trying, figuring out ways and means to make it very simpler. I've been trying new editing tricks. So please follow me on the Clock app to see small edits and small shenanigans from your girl. Thank you in advance. If you're new here, welcome. This page is dedicated to show simple makeup looks, beauty, lifestyle, basically. I know a lot of you have seen a lot of tutorials on here, but you know how when we were in school, right, we had people who would teach everybody else and everybody gets it, but some people don't get it. I feel like I'm here for those some people who don't get it. I'm the girlies girl. So regardless of all the tutorials that you've watched, I promise you that my aim is to ensure that you are going to get it. You're going to be able to do your simple looks. You're going to be able to do your everyday work looks, maybe church looks, and some exaggerated looks once or twice. So stick and stay with me, and I won't let you down. I powder the brows because this leaves it shiny. So I use the triangle, the powder puff. So I use the powder puff, teeny weeny one. Using my Blossom pencil. I really like how smooth this pencil glides, truly. I've seen so many Nigerian makeup influencers, makeup artists use this pencil, and I think I see why they make so much noise about it. So here we go. We're going for that feathery brow. Not too much, not too exaggerated brow look. So I'm just going to, draw the lines to fill the brow. So this is what we got. Brows are sisters, they are not twins. So it's time for us to conceal my OG right here. Sometimes I use my Fenty Beauty also. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little on the back of my palm. I find that works easily for me. I'm going to use my angle brush. I make sure that the tips are very flat before I pick the product. So I just start from here. Just clean the brows a bit. I'll do the other one too. Let's see. I always say that the brow is the most time-taking part of the whole process. Once you get your brows, the rest of the work is done. So I think we need to correct this. I don't know, which one do you like better? Correct this. Ta-da! Alrighty. So we just conceal here. I'm just using the concealer to conceal my eyelids. We're about to do our eyeshadow. I'm in for a nude look, so let me just dust this powder off and start with my browns. So I have this beautiful eyeshadow palette. But unfortunately, today we're doing nudes. I can't wait to try out the bright colors. We're going to use the nudes in here. We're going to use some in this blush palette, and we're going to use some in this powder palette as well. So let's get right into it. going to, as usual, use brown tones for the corner. It's really nice. Kind of purple. Color please. So because we're not going for an overly exaggerated look, I didn't use a primer. But if you want the colors to pop, then you have to use a primer. So this eye is without a primer. Let me do this eye with a primer so that you can see the difference. I'm going to use this NYX primer, just a little on top of my eyelid, and then I just drag it because this is very pigmented. So do you see the difference? This has the eyeshadow primer. I'm just packing the powder on here. In this, I just pack, but you can obviously see that this is more vibrant than this. So that is why we use a primer. So I hope you're taking notes. Hydration break. This is what we have now. I'm going to take this off. Ooh, it actually works. Look. Okay, so I'm going to use my Blossom Makeup Moisturizer to moisturize my face. This is a lot, so I'll just spread it evenly across. What you shouldn't forget is anytime you apply a product to your face, dry. Make it dry. So I massage it into my skin while I'm drying it with my fan. Apparently my mic went off at this point, but I went ahead to use my NYX face glue because this is a holy grail for me now. It really does what it says it does. So I applied them in sections, a few of the drops, and then I just smeared it all over my face. I applied it and I made it dry for a couple of minutes before I went in with color correcting. Then after color correcting, which you will see soon, I went ahead and did my foundation. So the whole time I was dabbing it into my skin, the fan was on, it was drying while I was applying. For color correcting, you can use the LA Girl orange corrector, or you can use any brand orange corrector, but I used my Carla Secrets blush set because it has an orange blush in there, so I used the orange color to color correct. Then I used the LA Girl Pro matte foundation. I really love this foundation. It gives you a matte finish. So usually I color correct when I see that I have dark spots on my face. That is when I color correct. And trust me when I say that it makes all the difference. One might say that, oh, but what if it doesn't change? It actually makes the difference. So it hides all the black spots, all the hyperpigmentation, anything discoloration on your face. Color correction helps solve that. And so you have to do that before you apply your foundation. After applying it, you blend it out first before you go in with the foundation. So this is me blending. This was supposed to be a talk through tutorial. However, my microphone decided to go off and I didn't notice it. So the whole time I was yapping, it was not recording. So pardon me for that. That's a novice's mistake. The next time it will be better. And like I said, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment, engage with my posts so that it encourages me to do more. It's foundation time, and like I said, this gives a matte finish. It's high coverage, and so I used a few pumps and then I distributed it evenly on my face. I'm going to do my under eye, but let me just sweep this up. I'm sure this has done what it's supposed to do. You can see how dry, how matte my face looks. I haven't sprayed anything on it. This is just how the makeup has turned out. Do a good prep, guys. Good prepping gives you the best results. I'm really loving how dry the whole thing is looking. This is how my face is looking after setting. I'm just going to dust off the excess. I've not applied anything else on my face. This is the result of good setting, good base, good prepping. My face is so matte. This can last me 24 hours. Just look at that. So wrapping up, I'm just going to use a pressed powder to just lightly set everything in because we've done a lot of that. Then I'm going to use the lighter shade of brown for my lip. I really like how it's looking. Have a bit of concealer here. Let me just use that to pop. Under eye mascara. Going to use my locked till dawn to just set everything in place. This is a very lightweight finishing spray, so you don't need to do much. It is dry. I'll just press it in and then halas. That's about it. This is the finished look. I will go in with gloss to just, make this look a bit juicy and then do my hair and I'll be right back. So this is the final look. I wet my hair off camera. How do I look? Thank you for watching my video up to this far. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment, and share my video. I'm sure I delivered on my promise. Thank you for watching up to this point. Please subscribe to my page if you haven't. Comment your ideas, your thoughts. Share my video and like so that it will encourage me to do more. I really appreciate your time that you've spent to watch this video up to this point. Thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.